everyone is scared about negotiating their salary for some reason, it's totally fine. Just say an amount that is bigger than the one you actually want. They will try to attract you with a bigger salary, so they will say a higher amount from the bracket that they have for that specific job. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Cornelia and I usually post here videos about subjects that interest me. And lately they are about corporate environment, how to dodge stress at work, what to say not to say in job interviews, and how to find the red flags during the recruitment process and dodge the companies that are awful. So yeah, if you are interested in this type of subjects that relate to corporate environment, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you of course like it, and at the same time comment down below. In today's video, I wanted to speak with you a little bit about negotiations tactics that you can use to negotiate a higher salary when you are applying for a specific role. And specifically, I wanted to present the tactics that my candidates use the most. So yeah, I'll present the ones that have, let's say, the highest frequency, or the one that I encounter the most in my life as a talent acquisition specialist. I also wanted to mention this thing because I believe that everyone is scared about negotiating their salary for some reason. It's totally fine. It's normal. Everyone is negotiating their salary, so you should do it as well. And you don't really need to rush into signing the offer right in the second when you are receiving it from the company representatives. You really need to take a few hours to think about it and see if you have the leverage to negotiate for a bigger salary. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the tactics that I wanted to mention. The first one, and I think that this is the most important one, is to research the market. Always research the market. You should never talk about the salary with a recruiter from a specific company if you don't know what would be the averages, the mean, and the marks that are on the market for your specific role, for your specific seniority, and of course in your city or country. So yeah, first of all, you need to document about this. And of course, if you see that sum that is written in the offer is around the average, you can of course negotiate for a higher salary. And you can use literally this argument. I saw that on the market, the sum is between this and this. The sum that you wrote on the offer is right in the middle. Because you offer me the role, I guess that you think I'm a good fit for the position. So this means that maybe you can give me a higher salary, or maybe we can negotiate for a higher salary. Because as you see, there is still room to increase it a little bit from the average amount that is normally on the market. I mean, every time when a candidate is using this argument with me, as a company representative, of course, I understand and I take it as a valid point. It usually works. Every company wants to have on the market this image that they offer salaries bigger than the average one, because this will help attract future talent to the company. The second tactic, and I think that this is the easiest one that you can do, when the recruiter or the representative of the company is asking you about your salary expectations, just say an amount that is bigger than the one you actually want. Because usually the company representative will try to make the amount that you said a little bit smaller, let's say. So yeah, it's great if you can start from a higher sum to negotiations and different discussions. You can actually get down to the sum that you initially wanted. But yeah, of course, the recruiter or the company representative want to know about this. They will think that they actually negotiated the salary in the benefit of the company, but in fact they negotiated to a level that was the salary that you actually wanted. Another tactic that you can use when the recruiter is asking you about what will be your salary expectations is to say a salary that is above your current or the salary that you had at your past job. And the trick here is to say a bigger amount than the salary that you actually had. Because of course, the company representative want to know that you didn't had that salary at your past job or in your current job. They will just take this information that it is, and they will make you an offer that will be bigger than the salary that you actually have or the salary that you had before. And I know that this works because usually the employers want to give you a bigger salary, especially if you are currently working, because they don't want to drag you to a whole recruitment process and at the end of it just stay with the current company because the salary is the same or similar. Just say a bigger amount than the salary that you had at the moment or the salary that you had at your past job, and then the employer will offer you even a bigger amount than that. So yeah, this is a great tactic. The next one is to make the recruiter or the company representative tell a range or the sum that they can give before you are telling them the one that you expect. And this is very interesting because if you think that you deserve a specific sum and that sum is within the middle ground or lower of their range for a specific salary, they will give you that amount. They won't give you more than that. And because, of course, they will think in their head, yeah, you are okay with that amount, so why should we pay you more? But if you are making them telling a sum or the range before you are going to tell what you actually want, they will try to attract you with a bigger salary. So they will say a higher amount from the bracket that they have for that specific job. And I personally do it as a recruiter. If I'm discussing with a great person that is a great fit for the position and they are using this tactic, I mean, I can understand that they have some experience negotiating it. I don't want to lose them and I will offer them from the start a bigger amount from the range that I have for that position. The next tactic is to negotiate with another offer. And here the trick is that you really don't need to have another offer, because no one will ask you to actually show another offer from another company when you are talking with the company representatives. So yeah, if you discuss with the company representative and they are asking you to say a sum, you can tell them that I already have an offer with this amount because maybe I like your company, or I think that I will be a better fit here than in the other company where I already have the offer. I would like to have, let's say, a bigger amount than the one that is written here. You can say a bigger amount, and of course you can invent the sum that you have on that offer, or as I said, you really don't need to have an offer in the first place, because yeah, the company representative or the recruiter won't know this. They will just believe you. So yeah, this will be a great leverage, especially when you discussed a salary in the beginning and in the end of the recruitment process you change your mind and you like to receive more than the amount that you discussed initially. So I have a lot of candidates that used it with me before, and yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes not. I mean, sometimes I can offer them a bigger salary, sometimes not. It really depends now on the type of the position, how critical it is to the company, and so on. But most of the times this works. The next tactic is to have a list in mind of things that make you perfect for that job. This is similar with the first thing that I said about the marketplace. You need to do your homework about this. Basically, with this list of perfect attributes or skills that you have that will make you the perfect fit for the job, you will argue that you need a bigger salary, or because you are the perfect fit for the role, it would be great if they can also match the salary expectations that you have. And yeah, most of the times, especially if you've gone through the whole recruitment process, if you met the stakeholders or some of the interviewers, or yeah, the colleagues that you will be working for, and if you manage to do a good impression, most likely they will raise the salary that was on the initial offer, because you already show them that you are great, that you are the perfect fit. And of course, if you tell them in the face literally the skills and the personality traits that you have that make you the perfect fit, this will make your argument stronger in giving you a bigger salary. And the last tactic, if none of this work, you can always negotiate other things that are within the offer. If the representatives are saying, okay, this is the maximum that we can do more than this. We like you, you like us, so please let's try to find a middle ground. Most of the times you can negotiate some of the benefits, or maybe you can negotiate the number of days of the paid leave. If you can work remote or hybrid, maybe you can work more days from home than the one that they initially told you. Or maybe you can negotiate the meal vouchers to be bigger, or to have a more flexible program at work. There are always things that you can negotiate in an offer. So yeah, if you didn't manage to negotiate the money, maybe you can negotiate some other aspects that might be important for you at a job in general. So yeah, this will be the main tactics that my candidates use to negotiate their salaries. And in 95% of the times they work. The only times when they don't work is when they apply for a role that is not really critical, and we have more candidates in pipeline that we can offer if the candidate refuses the offer. But yeah, usually there are not that many times when having this, because yeah, there are a lot of companies that want good professionals. So yeah, most of the times there are one or two candidates for a position. And then another time when none of this would work is when we already give the maximum amount on the offer and the role is not critical. When it's critical, maybe the stakeholders will think about it and give a bigger amount than the sum that was already for that specific job. But yeah, if your job is not critical, most likely they won't give you more than the maximum that was already allocated. So yeah, this is all from my side. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you of course like this video. Don't forget to comment down below. Maybe you have other tactics that work, or maybe express your opinion about these tactics if you have used them before, if they worked or not. And don't forget to check one of my other videos where I speak in detail about how you can see what your worth is and how you can understand what will be, let's say, the salary that you would like to have for a specific job. I have more details here. Don't forget to check this one out as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.